other than like Jayden Daniels going to LSU, like there was nothing to talk about since our last pod.
Right. I was going to say there's that one piece of news. Jayden Daniels, the Arizona State quarterback of the last 3 years, I believe,
Yep.
transfers to LSU. LSU already has Miles Brennan. They have Garrett Nussmeier, who was, I believe, a highly ranked 4-star a
Yep.
year ago, and they're bringing in the five. Actually, Walker Howard, I believe, also finished as a 4-star
Okay.
in his last class, but very highly ranked.
Yeah.
Do you think that this means, like, I don't know, what do you think? Do you think Jayden Daniels will be their starter this year?
Mm, I think so. I think he'd be like he's right now the odds-on favorite. I think he has the most talent of any of them there. I want to say congratulations to Kelly. Like that's kind of the good pub that he needed. Like yeah, just
Sure.
kind of get everything rolling, and he's starting to stack up some of these guys that are like that was surprising. Like no one really saw him going to LSU. Like I think maybe like UCLA was like kind of rumored, like a West Coast guy. Maybe he'd go to Oregon or like Utah, maybe something like that. And yeah, to end up in the South in the SEC is I think that's really big for Kelly. He made an advantage in kind of out of nothing. Like he really did. He kind of made something out of nothing. And when a week where all the other programs literally were kind of flat, LSU that was a good get for them. So congratulations to him.
Yeah, I would agree. Pretty good get for Kelly. I would tend to think, and you tell me if you disagree with this take. I tend to
Okay.
think this is probably saying that okay, either Garrett Nussmeier or the freshman Walker Howard is the guy next year, but maybe they don't feel incredible about Miles Brennan this year, and this is just like that stopgap that is a very good, solid quarterback. I don't know if like I don't know. I feel like I've heard some people compare it to like Joe Burrow. Like, hold on, like we're talking about Jaden Daniels here. He's a very good quarterback. To me, this feels like to me it's not anything about. I don't think this says anything negative about the two young quarterbacks. I think maybe it just means they don't totally trust Miles Brennan.
Yes and no. Okay. Like he has a lot of upside, and to call him
Yes.
like to say comparing him to Joe Burrow is actually like a good comparison because when Joe Burrow went from Ohio State to LSU, they were kind of like the same guy, except Jaden Daniels has like he actually flashed on screen, like he didn't just flash in practice. Jaden Daniels had like the Oregon game from 2 years ago, like where like he throws the long bomb, like to like beat Oregon. And people were like he was a
Right.
freshman at the time, it's like, oh my goodness, this guy could like win a Heisman. So he has like probably a higher ceiling than anyone else on their roster right now, and he will have a better year next year than probably anyone else on their roster. That's why they got him. I don't think that coaches, at least in the SEC, I don't think there's much thought going into like, oh, like we have our guy, like we don't need anyone else. No, I think they just decide just to stack people on top of more people, and like eventually, like one of these guys is going to work. Pretty much just stack the deck in your favor as much as humanly possible, and like I think that's what Kelly did because I actually think that he has some other good quarterbacks there.
Yeah.
And just by getting him, it was like, hey, you know what? Like it's game on. Like we're LSU and we're here to stack up 5 stars too. And like we like the guys with the high ceilings. So maybe that's maybe more where I went with it. I think so. I guess I would disagree a little bit. Like it's not him saying that this guy's like just a bridge quarterback. I think he's declaring like we're here to win now and we raised our ceiling for next year and like we're hoping to win football games starting next year.